Q chart. I was saying she was a little bit tight, kind of bouncing back and forth as opposed to a trending day, but tomorrow is capitalizing. Our Q took a sick trade. Need to get so I can hear you guys.
What a crazy day with Tesla carrying the market, trying to carry the market, right?
Yeah.
Broad shoulders today, Tesla has.
Yeah, it's been the real racehorse, but we'll see how it goes into the end of the session. NQ is getting close to testing the orb high for the day again. I mean, this is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth time on the 9-minute. I think we might just break up,
It could
you
break
know.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could break here and run 50 real quick points, in my opinion. It's been interesting on the NASDAQ, just kind of, short term, just kind of the 5-15-minute chart today, just up, down, up, down, up, down, like a teeter-totter, up between, 25,200 and 25,350. You broke earlier today up to 400. That's why I think if you can get above 50 here, you could get a run up to into that 400 level. But very interesting little teeter-totter action here today. Omaro, that's on the back of my head as well. Like, are we finding some lows here? I'd like to see a little bit more, but yeah, it's in the back of my head. How was your morning session, Riz?
Not too bad. It took all day. It took all morning for my trades to work out. I got stopped out once, and then finally I caught my short, and then I re-entered the short a second time and played out well. So, now I'm just kind of watching the end of day to see if there's maybe a end of day opportunity here.
I kind of like the edge up to 400 here. And quietly, the NASDAQ a little bit cleaner than the ES. Although I like the ES breaking up too.
I like the ES this morning, though. That slide down was good. It was good for shorts. Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can hear
I
you.
hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Papa. Hit it, brother.
Hey.
10
It's in
NQ
it.
long.
As long as the 10 contract NQ long is within your position size rules, fantastic.
Let's go.
Papa been testing the 5-9, scalping the 1.
Well, somebody around here's got to trade like Mike and just throw 10 at it.
Somebody has to start with that big dog trade there. Is that what you're saying, Rich?
There you go.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. You?
Fantastic. Enjoying the day. What's up, Ace? How's your trading session going, Rich?
I very rarely get to trade anymore because I got other things to pay attention to.
You got a billion other things to do?
Don't worry, RQ will trade for me.
Oh.
Right, just copy RQ. Handled it today.
RQ's been feeling froggy lately.
Came back ready to kick it. It was a nice long on NQ after that. The last bottom. Aw. Killing the RQ.
Yeah, that's kind of me, Ace. Volatility playbook until Friday, until Thursday night. I think you and I are both anchoring on the yen a little bit more than others, I would say.
Don't hide.
No,
We're
I don't
dealing with
think
us,
he's
Rich.
I don't think you're hiding. I see you there. I see you there on the comms.
I'm always
In the
here and
background.
never here. The best way.
Papa stands tall.
Always around. Should we need anything?
I like certainty. You like certainty. Everybody here likes certainty. I agree with that.
It is comforting. So Thursday, so it's after the second bout of news this week and the yen, right? You're waiting for both those things?
It's the Japanese interest rate hike that is fully priced in terms of the 0.25 hike. What is not priced in is what if that sparks bond volatility that's going to roll into the unwinding of the Japanese carry trade, which in the last couple times we've seen the unwinding of the carry trade out of Japan, we've seen quite a bit of an aggressive unwinding of it, which created a tremendous amount of volatility, downward pressure on price. And so what Ace is saying is 100% accurate. The 0.25 is priced in. What is not priced in is the reaction to the market, specifically in the bond market, and how that impacts the carry trade. Because carry trade won't unwind just because of a 0.25 increase. Like that's it, the carry trade will unwind if that puts pressure on the bond market. Bond market starts to price in a little bit more concern, and you start to see, quite frankly, hedge funds go belly up. And then the unwinding begins. So, like, it's a well-known event. Like, there's been enough ink spilled on the carry trade, honestly, for everybody in the world to understand it 3 times around right now. But that's why I say, like, it's not an unknown situation. This is a very well-known situation. It's just there's been a couple recent moments where it sparked big-time volatility, and so we're just kind of in a little bit of a wait and see mode on that, I would say. I think we're gonna get the 400 number, by the way. Told y'all. I shouldn't say I told y'all yet until we get that 400 number. Yeah. Calm down here, Justice.
She broke the last high. Looks good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And get that move.
I'm not asking for much here.
It kind of does look like it's going right back to the open range.
That's kind of what I think.
Yeah, the highs of the intraday.
Just to test those highs on the orb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll
We're
get
already
past
above it now. Yeah, we're already past the orb high now. Wick high or morning high is 25,408.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ES is in alignment. It just broke the last high as well. So that's nice when they're staying together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just felt like the NQ was a little bit cleaner on that break. Although
Yeah,
I do like the
NQ
ES to get back above 60. If the ES can get above 60, 20 points to 80, rock another 20 points to 900. Like, he's got 20-point ranges right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, ES and the Dow went lower today.
Squeeze them hard. They've been driving me crazy, Ace. Don't get me wrong. We're all a bear every now and then. I'm just not a bear right now. Squeeze them.
Yeah, it's power hour.
By the time,
Yes,
the only
it
time I
is.
really go bearish is swing trade and day trade. I don't do anything outside of that.
Well, because long-term trajectory of the stock market is up.
And I feel like the best way to navigate downward pressure on price as a long-term investor is selling covered calls and not buying put options.
Yeah.
That allows you to take advantage of volatility. Put options get expensive in bear markets.
They do. Mm-hmm.
Kind of like buying insurance on your house right before a hurricane.
When you pay for an expensive option, you better be dang sure you're right.
Oh, you better have conviction.
Yeah. It get
If
expensive.
implied volatility is above 50 and you're a buyer, you better have conviction.
Yeah. Also nice because if you believe in the fundamentals in the company that you're invested in, then you hold your position. Meanwhile, you can, make some profits on the intraday short-term fluctuations. So it's super smart. Amaro's got a question. Let's see. That's the 5-9 EMA, right? Is that what you're talking about? Tell us. Penny trader, do you have kids? 6, 7.
Who's doing 6-7? I can't do it. I can't do it. No. I had this debate with my teenager a couple days ago. I lost it, by the way. Absolutely lost the debate. No doubt about that.
On point, Riz.
No
Hey.
dueling.
Tomorrow.
No kids.
Good question by
That's
tomorrow,
nice.
team. At what point should you switch to the 5-minute if this is the 1 minute? I don't trade the 1 minute personally. 5 minutes is my low time frame. So what about you, Riz? When would you switch from like a low time frame to a higher time frame?
Depends on the intraday time. So as I get closer to like the closing bell, I'll be at a super low time frame, like the 15-second, for instance, that would be in the last 3 minutes because the longer time frames don't matter. You're trading into the bell's volatility. So, in the morning session, you want to be in that 15-minute because you're looking for the orb. So it gives you now you have confluences of why you're doing it. So you also notice what I'm doing there, as opposed to now, people normally talk about what time frames, but that's how I correlate why I'm using them, and it also substantiates why I'm using them. So 30-minute is if I'm like in the chop where I'm going into New York lunch, I want to look for that pivot point. So I'm in the 30-minute looking at that time frame because I know at that time of day, that's what I'm looking for. So those are the time frames I look at.
Love that. What about you, Becky? And the question is kind of when do you go from a low time frame to a higher time frame? Like when do you switch?
Yeah, I love that question because it's trade management, right? Which is what we all have to fine tune. But if I think I'm going to move that's going to continue, I will stay on the 5-minute is my jam because I think it's a small enough time frame that you don't get wicked out quite as often. At the 1 minute, I think that if you snug it up on the 1, you can get taken out before it's potentially ready to take you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my execution is the 5, but with what you're doing, when it is the higher volatility, I'll trade on the 1 or the 2. So like if there's any sort of a new situation going on, or like Riz said, at the very end of the day, the last minute or 2, I'll switch down. Yeah.
Yeah, and during enhanced volatility, I think that is a go-to to switch it to the downtime frames. I typically will go to a 1 minute just to kind of see, but I'll still kind of process the trade on a 5 minute. I never really trade off the 1 minute, but I'll kind of answer the same question for the way I do it tomorrow. But I like to kind of structure everything on the 15-minute, and to get a pristine entry, I'll go down to the 5-minute. So I'll go down to the 5-minute when I feel like I have my level, I have my trade, and I'm looking for a pristine entry. I'm looking for that quick entry to get in, and so I'll go down to that 5-minute. And then once the breakout is established and I feel comfortable with the breakout and the market heading back to where I want it to go, then I'll switch it back to the 15-minute time frame if I feel like I'm trying to catch a trend. So it depends. Am I just trying to catch just a level to level type situation? I'll typically stay on that lower time frame. If I'm trying to capture something more than just level to level, i.e., some degree of trend on the intraday side of the equation, I'll bracket back out to my 15 because my number one management technique is the 15-minute 9 EMA. Good question though.
Mhm. Yeah, the 15 is the smoothest in terms of an intraday trend, to trail it up on the 15. Smoothest.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey.
6-7 trendy trader 6-7.
I'm so glad Trendy Trader is here because you were one of the people who suggested my psychology topic for today. So
Oh,
you should stick around. Mhm.
what's what are you gonna give us a little bit of a preview here? Like,
I mean, I'll throw it out there. Yeah, it was actually a lot of people. We've been talking about it in other lives, and then it was a suggestion, and it's about transitioning from casual trader to professional full-time trader, and when you want to cut out other work and solely rely on your trading for your income.
I'm willing to bet it's not on day one.
It's day 3. I mean, I
Day
don't want to
3
give
we're
away
good.
the
Day
secret,
3 we're
but
good. Day 3 we're good.
that's all you need to know.
I had a student one time. They had like a couple grand in their trading account, had a little 401k/IRA that they were cash flowing on, probably 25,000, something like that. And they came to after I started working with them one-on-one, and after the first week we were working with each other, he says to me, "Do you think I'm ready for full time?" And I started laughing. I'm like, "No, no, I don't. No,
Yeah,
no, no, you're not. Don't quit your day
honest.
job yet."
Hmm.
What's up,
Yeah.
Nacho? I just, and there's certainly going to be that question over time. You know what I mean? You're just not ready
Yeah.
for it in week one. Is the general point there?
Yeah.
But I love that topic. Absolutely love that topic, and I'm looking forward to your conversation with the team later on.
Thanks. Yeah, it was fun to put it together and think about the different angles on it, and I think it'll be a great conversation. So, I love the suggestion.
Nacho, what's up, brother? How's the day going? Oh, silver wants to get above 64. If you're a silver geek, keep an eye on that.
The market always plays with our emotions. She's tricky like that sometimes.
We got 3 dojis in a row on gold on the daily chart.
Consolidating.
Don't fret, Ace. It's just calm before the storm there. That's all. That's all. That's all. I have it as a high base going into a multiple time frame. Could take I think we get a move on the Japanese yen, Ace, and anybody else who tracks gold, but if not then just keep an eye on that 4,400 zone. Yeah, I saw that LP. Trump put out earlier today that he's going to address the nation tomorrow night. Now, what could that be? Let's all speculate, because I don't think we know yet what it is. What do we think it is? Is he he's got to be announcing something. It ain't going to be tariffs. He ain't. He's slowly and very very not publicly walking that back a little bit. Um, I'm very interested in what it is, actually. A little damage control from Japan. Oh man, he certainly could be doing a TikTok thing. He certainly
Oh
could.
God.
I hope not. I hope we're not addressing the nation for TikTok though, RQ, just personally.
Naturally, a presidential's priorities right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be Venezuela? Back my head, maybe. Robots in the White House. Trendy. We will talk with the team, and we'll get back to you on that question. I agree with what Papa said there, but
Well,
we certainly can
I
work
trust
on some solutions there.
Trendy as much as I trust RQ. So if you guys would like to do something for him, that would be appreciated.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be off the table. I mean, we're
Yeah,
here
and
to talk to anybody
we
all the
can
time.
And we could take that offline later if you want, but I know
Yeah,
I'm
let's
playing.
let's definitely talk about it offline though, Papa. Like, definitely.
Pause the lifted ban ended today.
Let's put it like this, Trendy. We will have more to say about that as we get into the first quarter of next year. Let's just throw that if that's okay.
Yeah, thanks for flowing with us.
ARQ, how to create a basement full of traders.
Sounds fun.
We are banking interviews for the podcast. If anybody
Yeah.
wants to come have a nice little interview on the pod,
Mhm.
don't be shy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, gang.
We're
You
hoping
got
to get
any
our first
traders out there?
episode out this next Monday morning.
Yeah, you can DM any one of us coaches, and we'll hook you up with getting in the conversation. It'd be awesome to chat with everyone.
Yeah, our main man Justin does the interviews. Yeah, Justin's great, LP.
There's a lot to learn when we just share our experience with each other, like I just have open conversations about like the different ways that we've all worked through it all. I think it's great conversations, in my opinion. I'm into it.
The amount of things we can learn from each other's stories.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Justin's great. He's been with the company a long time.
It's funny you guys say that because somebody asked me, how does Mike trade? And I was like, well, and the person that asked me is in a room with a floor trader, if you know what that term means.
Yeah.
Somebody that just yells and screams and says, why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that? When he used to take his trades and explain why he was taking his trades, and you and Becky both know, you've sat with him and talked. Then he'll explain everything and he'll make it more like a real world environment.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
drew
impressive.
that's what drew me, Steve, and Kimry to him, was that he didn't just take trades, he explained why he took them. But then his live stream was more of, had everyday normalcy to it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so if we can get more of the traders into the podcast, that would be great. Because I'm sure you'll find some that are struggling and actually want to learn. Like I have a blank. You guys are talking about indicators and time frames. I'm on a 1 minute time frame over here on a blank chart, and I can trade no problem.
Yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of Mike, and kind of watching him do what he does, it's honestly, I've been around the block a time or two, Rich, and I've seen a lot of people in their bag doing their thing. And it's very rare to find somebody who will both explain the technical concept, explain the trade idea, the trade concept, but then also kind of give an open door to how they see it, explaining their thoughts in detail. It's a unique skill set. Something
Well,
I really appreciate about Mike.
a big comment I heard from different places was, well, Mike only trades on Sim. I said, okay, that's fine. He trades on Sim on stream,
Yeah.
but he mirrors all his trades. And as the CEO of this company, I could tell you, I see his brokerage account. So don't let anybody that's in here with us be fooled. That man can trade most of us under the table.
Mhm.
I would agree with that.
I would agree.
And I love what you said, Rich, about how open Mike has been, because when my first interaction with him was when he was on my other podcast, Market Mamas, this summer, and he was so generous. Like every question I asked him, straight up, instant reaction, response, honest feedback. Like, this is what I see. This is what I like. This is how I've grown. Like, and that's why honestly, I'm here at Blue Sky, because I was like, dude, you're so cool. Like, you're so open and honest, and like you're sharing what you've learned and how you've grown and how you also believe that there's enough money in the market for everyone. And so let's all help each other out and like raise each other up. And every question I asked, he had such a concise, clear answer that made so much sense. So it's like, I mean, he's just the real deal. Anytime you get any chance to have a real conversation with him, my experience was totally that he was just so open and skilled and knowledgeable and respectful of wherever you're at in your process. So he's a very cool dude.
There's
And to
there's
add
a
to
lot
that,
of different. Oh, go
he's
ahead, Paul.
genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing. There's a lot of people that can get into a stream and talk about a specific trade idea. It's what Mike does is try to open the door to see how his mind works, how he sees the environment, and it's you really can kind of not just see the level, but see the reasoning behind the trade. Um, yeah. Question, Aaron, on the EMA video, it wasn't just an EMA video, it was moving averages in general, but I did talk a lot about the 9 EMA. The 9 EMA is an anchor for me. It's an anchor from a momentum perspective, and I use it a tremendous amount in stop loss management as well, both as a day trader and as a swing trader. It's like it's a go-to for me. So when all things being relatively equal, go to the 9 EMA type thing. And yeah, I did use it today on the NASDAQ trade.
These are great because they're a dynamic support when you're writing a trend. Like it's just such a great visual tool to help show you the direction and where we're holding it as it moves. It was a great lab you did.
Yeah, we'll do part two this week in the lab, talking the three P's of moving averages: pockets, poles, and pinches.
Nice.
Pinches are like symmetrical triangles, basically. Pole is gravitational pull. Moving averages acting as support and resistance levels. And then pockets are pockets on longer duration charts that have a tendency to fill, similar to gaps.
Ace, how long have you been around Mike? We've definitely experienced him. I came right as he was doing less live streaming, so I haven't witnessed him trading as much as I wish. Okay, nice.
Yeah, when I came in, Mike was still doing a lot of the streaming, and I know Riz did as well, but we hung out with Mike quite a bit early on, and he would do quite a bit of streaming.
So cool. Not gonna lie, I've hunted and researched a lot of prop firms just with my other podcasts, even and as a retail trader, and you don't see that from a lot of owners. Like you don't, like any so,
Zero, none,
like
zero.
pretty dang cool.
Like start with zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Pretty cool place we got here.
Well, that's the other part of it. When I came on, I always kept the business end and helped the trader as much as I could. So between the two of us, him teaching and me making sure the customer service that you get is exactly what you deserve, you would never find that from anybody like Apex or Top Step or anything like that. Never. You'd be lucky if you get your payout from a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Which is frustrating when you're in those other situations. So it's nice to find an experience that is not that. Yeah, it's wild. Even longer than that. They were having some 10-day windows a year and a half ago in other places. It's like, come on. Yeah.
Well, Mike also has a goal, not just to build a great prop firm, is to build a great prop firm full of amazing traders.
Yeah.
And that's a key difference. To build amazing traders, you also have to value education. Hence why you do your lab, why I do my lab, why we're talking about other, educational things down the road. That's an important part of the puzzle.
Well, speaking on rules, since they brought it up, what nobody realizes is that Blue Sky is 100% self-funded. we have nobody to answer to but ourselves. So some of the rules around here do seem a little much, but we always worry, gear, and change them towards the trader. But at the end of the day, a lot of people don't understand that this is 100% Blue Sky's money. So we try to keep it as honest and real as possible.
Yeah. That is very unique in the prop industry, correct, Rich?
Very much so.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
was going to say I've known a couple other prop firms, and once they lost brokers, they were done.
And on a side note, I should have took that 10 and went to 400, which you were almost there.
7 points, brother. 7 points.
She's pushing.
By the way, I will scale out at 400. Trail stop against the right now. I'm right now trailing stop against the 5-minute 9 EMA. I'll probably switch it. Scale out. Because I think if we break 400, we could start trending, Becky.
Yeah, that's right. Down the day one bullish.
We haven't had a bullish trend for, oh, Lord.
In a minute.
Been a
Yeah.
minute.
On the daily, that's going to be a sick candle to print right here if it prints.
RQ's getting ready to go against me. I'm upset, RQ.
Well, I think what you said is a good caution to scale out at the
For me.
400 because there's going to be profit taking.
Yeah, I have the opinion as well there, RQ. No. There's a reason I'm scaling out. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Come
I'm
on.
keeping a partial ace.
Yo, we like
I got
fake.
the courage of the cowardly lion right now.
Never short America.
The day's not over yet.
All right,
Day's not
here's the real
over.
battle, 400.
Hey, 25 minutes. See some magic happen. Anybody knows there's a big
Bulls have an edge
W?
here. Bulls want to push it. Bulls have been punished by the Bears. Bulls press the edge here. Go. Break
Just
and
do
run.
it.
Just make the dirty Bears feel like it today. Put them in hibernation already. Let's go.
That's right. Let's see that
Hey,
center rally
I
kick
was
off.
doing your impression there, brother. How'd I do?
I liked it. I liked it.
Sick.
No. I'm not leaving. Maybe 1 foot out the door. Maybe I got like a pocket cheeseburger in the coat pocket or something like that. I'm not leaving yet though. On the ES right now,
With the candle.
it would be kind of the same equivalent, but it would be 80 right now. Once you got above 60, I think 80 is the target there, Woji.
Got a double top for the day.
Yeah. 80 is a big test though. Like big test on the S&P.
Mhm.
It's got double tops, both support resistance levels. Like, yeah, big zone there at the 80 zone.
Yeah, it was a real strong rejection there this morning.
Yeah, I got smoked.
Hey, that short was real good for me.
Wasn't that the Orbit 80?
Mhm.
The SP?
It was that half hour orb.
Yeah, the 30-minute
It
orb.
hit 81.
The 15 on ES is at 6,874. On NQ, that was 25,354.
We're not stopping. Go to 500. Why not?
Yeah, look at that. On the 9-minute, you could see how we just kind of like stalled there, and then on that third candle, just broke above.
Strong push up to close the day.
Mhm.
Ace called me a coward just for skilling out.
Wow.
Now I got to pump. Ace.
Oh, he's poking.
That's what I love about trading communities, though.
It's fun. It's good fun. Good fun. We get to win together.
Absolutely. That's what makes it a good time. When you all win, you win together.
Ace, what do I always say? I'm a big believer in momentum playing out. That's why you can scale out. It allows you to.
NQ is the strongest. She broke the day's high. The others have not.
Mhm.
Thank you, blasted 400. Didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
By the way, that was the Cowardly Lion scale out there, Ace.
That was a paid lion scale out.
Listen, never gonna complain about nailing a trade.
Yeah. That was a high likely spot.
Although if this goes to 500, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna call myself Paper Tiger, Ace. Yes, if this thing goes to 500, I'm gonna be like, you cowardly Paper Tiger.
Mhm.
I about made a joke at the Chinese Air Force expense on that one. Paper paws. That's so cute, though, Aaron.
It's very cute. Man, look at it pump.
You might just get a blow off top here and just keep going past 500.
Yeah.
Bulls are stepping up.
I think it's popping all the stops, like
Bears
there's
are
a
getting,
lot.
Bears are
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
stopped. There's a little bit there. There's a lot of stops above that 400 level.
You got buyers still buying and you got stops blowing, and it's a double
Yeah.
momentum energy there. Beautiful. Yeah, the volume. I see that volume tomorrow.
Daily candle on the NASDAQ is officially a hammer right now.
Let's go.
Very interesting.
$20 to close. We'll see.
I definitely think it was shorts getting squeezed, though. Those Bears got beat up on that 400 break because gold is not participating in the run.
Yeah.
Now I know I should have listened for sure. Jesus.
It just moved. It just moved, Rich.
Yeah. I think that's got to be a factor when there was shorts and longs at play all day, and then you're going to pop one of the extremes. Like there's going to be a lot of counter stop holds there. Something to think about. If we can pop it, we often like pop through it for a minute, at least for that situation.
Well,
It'll be zero
if Wyckoff
GTEs for
knew
their
what he was
stops.
talking about, we would be going to 500 on this move.
Well, let's see.
We'll see if Wyckoff knew what he was talking about.
I'm here for it.
Oh, I definitely here for it. I don't have a strong opinion on the intraday on gold, honestly, Trendy. Last three dojis on the daily chart. 9 EMA is catching up to the price. 9 EMA isn't 4,300 now. The number one thing that I would love to see on gold here, a breakout of 4,400 on the daily chart. That would be sexy.
I mean, we talked about this last week about when they pause to let the MAs catch up and get underneath the price action. Can be a launching pad.
Oh, I find the NASDAQ break back up very interesting. Whether we get that 500 number or not today. This would
Yeah.
be the first time 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, hell, even the hourly chart at this point. Like the
You
hourly
got good.
chart is
Mhm.
kind of breaking through the 50-period moving average right now. Like if you're looking at the hourly chart, you're like, that's a confirmation on a reversal on the NASDAQ on the hourly chart.
Yeah. The Bears had a chance today and they tried, and the way that it's ending is this statement.
I have a very positive opinion on the rest of the market days. Like technology is kind of the problem child right now. And that they're the hefty problem child specifically over the last 3 trading sessions. It's not looking too bad here. Like you got it as a pullback right now. It's got some overhead that's challenging for, you know, swing traders, I would say. But, you know, speaking on the day trading side of it, yeah, I'm kind of thinking we're probably due for a little bit of a bounce here as well. But I do not have confidence in it as like a swing trader. Not yet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she's holding up.
Yeah, just toasting those zero DTEs.
NASDAQ's had quite a move. It wouldn't be surprising to see a little hesitation here.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Can give too
They'll
much.
they'll pull back on the 5-minute to reset support.
Yeah, there's gonna be people wanting to lock in profits as we're nearing the last few minutes. Last
Well,
bit.
we got 5 minutes till the imbalances too, so maybe a little hesitation for that news.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, Ace? We get that mock juice? Lock it up, pop it up. Let's go, man. It's power hour, man. Let's make some money.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just didn't like the ES on that trade, Ace. Like, I just felt it was a little bit dirty, and I felt the NQ was cleaner. That the NQ's sold off, which means it has more room to recovery. I think the ES is kind of dirty right now.
Give us that end of day ripper. We consolidated all day. We didn't really make any real moves in the intraday.
No, it's going to finish like doji-esque. You got hammer candle on the NASDAQ on the daily chart. Is this the pullback the market needed to reset support ace, drive back up into resistance, break, Santa coming to town? I kind of feel like it's just the Japanese yen that can mess that up.
Give you some fortitude. Let's look at the heat map. Let's take a look at. We got Tesla, Meta. You know, maybe we'll find something positive in the banking sector that might, offer a little bit more release of, that selling pressure, bring in some of that buying.
I don't know if you can find it in finance. They're overextended, wanting to pull back down to 54.
Well, it is the holidays. People are taking loans out, not as much as they have been in the past, but, and look at Amazon, Costco, Amazon up 0.2%, Costco up 0.1%. There is a little bit of, something there. Not a lot, not a lot. In the retail trade center, unfortunately, look at really what is doing well or appears to have some green in it, and that's Dollar General.
Well, people can afford $3 now.
Yep.
Retail actually hasn't been bad for the last 3 weeks. But like if you're looking at the heat map and you go out to say more than a day, and you go out to say a month, for example, retail hasn't been bad. In fact, the retail side of consumer cyclical, not including Amazon, has actually been pretty good.
Tesla's breaking out. NASDAQ is a buy. Microsoft with a buy. Mock imbalances, S&P 500 buy side 1,327 million. NASDAQ buy side 1,542 million. Dow buy side 414 million. Mag 7 buy side 1,084 million.
Not a lot of movement on that in the NASDAQ.
Nope.
Just kind of basing there, letting the 9 EMA catch up on the 5. Prototypical high base action here.
NASDAQ's already 1.29% green for the day. Even Bitcoin up 1.39% for the day. How much more can you ask? Can you get that 2% day? 8-minute slab? I was hoping for a ripper into the close. Oh. Come on, NQ, go get that 500.
It's
Mhm.
developing really nice right above that 400 level. Like, this is not bad development. I wish we had another hour left in the trading session.
Right. Yeah, finally getting it out. Pajama Trader should have a great after hours session, in my
I'm looking
opinion,
forward
at
to it
least.
tonight. Yeah. It's good to see the buyers step up. Can they get followed through on the international side? Like the hourly chart is reversed. The hourly chart's finally bullish for the first time, and it tried to get bullish last week on the fake out on the market. Ever since those double fake out from last Thursday, Friday, this is the best look they've had.
Any earnings today? Yeah, let me get those for you. Sorry about that.
You have Lennar and Worthington Enterprises. The only one worth anything is Lennar.
Duluth Trading Company was this morning. They had some funny commercials.
The big earnings is tomorrow night with Micron. Micron is a tier 2 AI company. They're one of only 7 or 8 AI companies that have horizontal leadership, or excuse me, a vertical leadership in that AI trade. They're a catalyst stock in the AI trade, similar to Oracle and Broadcom, both tier 2 AI companies from last week. And all the volatility we're dealing with this week and late last week was due to Broadcom, was due to Oracle. So Micron is up there with the importance of those two. I wouldn't say Micron is the market mover that Broadcom is, obviously, but they're an important one. ACN on Thursday morning, they're big time AI name. FactSet is my go-to for all earnings analysis, quite frankly. I love FactSet. Then you got Nike and FedEx, little cyclical components. KB Homes on Thursday.
Yeah, there are some other names that might offer some great opportunity. You got Carnival Cruise Lines also on Friday. Yeah, that might be an interesting play. Some cheap contracts on that, and they expire on Friday. So plenty of time to maybe get ahead of it, but you never can tell.
Honestly, Mr. Positive, I'm going to try to be as positive as I can. And you got deep technical value on Snap. There's a massive, 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 massive support level right around 7. That would be a cheap risk situation when you're thinking about, a stop loss, just, underneath 7 in whatever your personal rule is, but underneath that 7, it's just a massive, massive support level. And so you do have technical value, but you don't have fundamental value here. And so it would have to pass certain fundamental tests for me on the long-term side of the equation. But if all you're doing is playing like the ranges here, you could easily say, let me take the risk, stop under 7, because there is that massive, massive support zone. But that's the only positive you have, though, is that massive, massive support zone where you can say, okay, cheap risk type situation. But you're not doing it with say a probable edge. Like, I wouldn't say you have a probable edge here. That's why you would do it from a cheap risk perspective, because you don't have a lot of confidence in it, carrying out long term. So yeah, massive support around 7, like rock solid support around 7.
Yes, almost got to the orb high and just rejected. Netflix is rejecting the Paramount offer.
You mean Warner Brothers?
Yes. Yeah, Warner Brothers to reject it.
Yeah, the prices are kind of fizzling out, but it will leave a hammer for the day, it looks like.
Wow.
Yeah, the Momo fizzled coming into the close. Fun power hour though.
Yeah.
Nice to hear from Rich on here. That was fun.
It's always good to hear Rich's beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Are you blaming my skill out, Ace? Is that what I see?
I think it might be.
Wow. Oh, now we're selling.
By the way, one of the greatest lines in movie history, right there.
It's a heck of a movie.
Oh, fantastic!
Mm-hmm.
And then they made a second one, which they shouldn't have.
They made a second one?
They shouldn't have. Just forget it.
No.
Just forget I ever said it.
There's a reason why I don't know about it, and I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Just forget it. Denzel got a paycheck. We'll say that though.
And ding, ding, ding. There's your bell.
Way to capitalize on that short.
Crazy. Right back into that bottom of that orb. Oh, man. Power hour. Jeez, man. It is. Well, this was an interesting one. This was volatile. That's for sure. This was a volatile power hour.
Yeah, it was.
It's cool.
Got the pump. Bull stepped up. A little bit of sell off coming into the close, but I think it's going to be a very interesting overnight session tonight.
I think so as well. Is BluSky on tonight?
One, I'll have the chart in the background. Just getting sitting in the background tonight.
Set some alerts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it every now and then type thing. Well, team, we got Becky's trading psychology lab coming up here very, very soon. So I think we're all going to start heading over there to get ready for the mindset lab.
Yeah, I'll see you guys over there in a minute.
See you, Becky.
All right. See you there. Thanks, Becky, for coming in. And thanks, Coach Matt, for stopping in as well. And thanks, everybody, for watching on the intrawebs. Big X, YouTube viewers, everybody, don't forget, tune in tomorrow. Check out my levels that I'm dropping every morning. So if you're looking for some levels and targets through the day, they sometimes out for an advantage. Or don't forget Coach Becky's trade psychology lab going on right now, just below us in the Discord. So stop in, check it out, get your learn on, because those are awesome labs. Hey, we love you, Nacho. You know what? I'm ready to get some lunch. Hope you guys had a great day and made some money. Yeah, it was challenging in the morning, but then, we got it end of day. Boom. All right. As always, good luck in the market, team. We will see you tomorrow.